Alright, welcome back to Thimbleweed Stupid. Uh, Alright, well, so at the end of the last episode, we looked in this journal from Chuck Edmund. And I went through all the pages slowly and said if anyone wanted to read it, they can pause and check it out. And I'd read it between episodes and point out anything interesting. But this whole journal's chock full of, like, juicy plot information. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to go through it bit by bit. So this might be kind of tedious, I don't know. But there's, like, some really interesting plot stuff in here. So, alright. I already read this, but I'll read it again. Entry 167. I've started this journal to keep a record of my progress. Future historians might find it interesting. I feel I'm on the verge of something great. Something greater than making pillows, if that's possible. Entry 168. Yes, just as I predicted. My neutron tube is amazing. It's giving me an idea I need to explore. So yeah, this is him inventing the tron tubes, I guess. It's weird, it kind of skips entries here a bit. I don't know if it's like he just hasn't written on those days, or yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Entry 172. Yes, this is working out well, better than I had hoped. I just need to make sure the solder connections are good, and I'll be able to move to the next phase. Entry 248. I think I've cracked the secret to AI. It's quite complex, but this neutron tube turns it into child's play, starring Mark Hamill and Aubrey Plaza. The first step is to automate some of the factory machines. This should increase pillow production by 700%. The profits will be endless. Entry 341. I've automated most of the factory machines. Not only has production increased by 704%, I'm saving a lot of money by laying off all the workers. Still need to keep Mr. Reyes on as security guard until the security robots are functional. What? Mr. Reyes? As in Agent Reyes? Also, he's laying off all the workers. What a dick. But yeah, that's like a big thing, right? And it's not even just like it's, oh, hint, hint, it's mentioned here. They, lean on it more in the following pages. Not lean on, I don't know. Entry 390. New SRO-1 security robots are working. So I guess the robots are like what is working in the factories and stuff. So there were robots involved. I was confused in the last episode why there were robots in his lab. I've hidden the programming manual in the mansion library. Huh, I should try to look for that. There's one flaw in the design I need to fix. I've added a to-do to the code. Entry 481. This AI is better than I expected. The machines can almost think on their own. The tron tubes are the secret. Transistors are a dead-end technology. I could win a Nobel Prize with this, but I need to keep it a secret. It's too profitable to share. Entry 490. Franklin is good with the books, but I wish he'd keep his ideas to himself. Entry 580. I'm increasing the speed of the neural tube network for the Tron AI. It's amazing. I don't know what that means. Entry 695. Just installed Tron machines in the coroner's and sheriff's office. They have been perfect in identifying petty crime. Petty crimes. Crimes by Tom Petty. These will revolutionize law enforcement when perfected. I fired the coroner, but it might look odd if Thimbleweed didn't have one, so I have a plan. More on that later. I'm thinking the sheriff might be a robot. Just a thought. Just from reading that, I'm like, maybe he made a robot and planted it in there, had it run his hotel, and be the sheriff and the coroner and all that. That would make sense. And it would make sense why he's still, like, trying to cover stuff up. Even though maybe he's just, like, running on his own now. Or maybe the robot's revolted, I don't know. Entry 701. The pillow factory and the town's Tron machines are the talk of the country. The rich and famous are flocking here, and I've been neglecting my inventions in favor of too many parties at the mansion. Entry 714. 714. Dolores is such a bright girl. I showed her how to solder tubes this afternoon. I don't know, I feel like my voice is like changing with this. She took to it like a true Edmund. I see bright things in her future. Entry 723. I really need to take a break from socializing and tend to the factory Tron machines. Mr. Reyes, see there he is again, has warned me about some strange behavior from the smarter AI. I need to look into that. Entry 721. That's weird. You think that was a mistake, or it's supposed to be that Chuck is making a mistake? I don't know. I don't see a problem with the AI. Mr. Reyes must be mistaken or paranoid about his job and making things up. I've increased the neural tube network yet again. No idea what that means. Entry 743. I had an interesting conversation with the main factory AI. It has some interesting ideas. Huh. Entry 787. I've become distracted with the text adventure I downloaded from Abs last night. It's gotten me thinking about AI in games. I have a few ideas I need to explore. Entry 788. Willie is dead to me. I'll make him pay for what he's done. She was my girl, not his. Entry 789. Willie's watch business is no more. I'll have my AI take care of his bank account. I'll make his Bitcoin investment go bankrupt. Entry 80, so that's what happened to Willie, but I think we already knew that. Entry 801. This text adventure is really interesting. Using my AI, I might be able to simulate a little world in here. I need to get to work. That's interesting, because Dolores was interested in, like, games, you know? I don't know. Entry 970. I don't know what happened. One of the AIs must have come off the grid. A small fire started on floor 2 and the pillows went up in a flash. The AI was supposed to be controlling fire suppression, but I had most of the Tron tubes working on my test adventure simulation. So it looks like Chuck probably had like a dislike for video games or whatever in general after that. And that's why he didn't like Dolores becoming a game developer, because of what had happened with him in video games in the past. I thought people were just not liking she's a video game developer, just like is an ironic thing, because, you know, this is made by like game developers, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was like a jokey thing, but it actually seems to be tied into the story. Entry 971. I went out to the factory today. It's been burnt to the ground. Mr. Reyes was killed trying to shut everything down. The guard bots thought he was an intruder and eliminated him. I need to think. And so yeah, he died. Entry 972. I think I can change the time clock so it looks like Mr. Reyes didn't check in. That should avert suspicion. Is that spelled right? I thought there was like an S before the C or something. Mr. Reyes will take the fall, but my AI won't be under scrutiny. It's too valuable to be shut down. It might be more than valuable. Entry 973. Back at the factory trying to clean up. Most of the factory AI seems to have been destroyed. The good news is that the most complex systems were hard at work simulating my text adventure world and were unaffected. I'm going to move them into the basement. Entry 974. The main AI agrees with my plan to pin the fire on Mr. Reyes. They have a kid, so Mrs. Reyes will be happy with some money and to move away. It's the last I'll see of them. Or is it? So I'm wondering if, like, Reyes... It's honestly interesting to me that the FBI agents are, like, tied to this story at all. I'm wondering... I don't know. I'm wondering... They clearly had some, like, ulterior motives that weren't just their FBI to investigate. So they're like, I need to solve this murder so I can, like, move forward with my plan. They were both saying that. Maybe it was just Reyes saying that. I don't know. But I'm wondering if Reyes even knows about this, or if he just happens to be here for whatever. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Entry 975. I need to redouble my efforts on the main Tron machine. I think that's the key to AI and simulation. Entry 1090. The loss of the factory seems to have affected the town. A few businesses have gone under, and thankfully there are fewer parties. I can finally spend more time working. Entry 1138. 1138. 1138. Where do I know that number from? Oh, it's from that stupid space movie Dolores can't stop quoting. What movie? Is it like that that George Lucas movie that he made before Star Wars, and with the bald people? They had like what was his name? The guy from, like, I think he maybe was in The Godfather and Kicking and Screaming, starring Will Ferrell. Robert Duvall? Is that his name? Yeah, well, anyway, you know that movie I'm talking about. It's like THX 1138, maybe? I don't know. Entry 2089. I've neglected my journal for a while. Yeah, you think? So I think it must be, like, just the number of days. Dolores is growing up despite having a wimp for a father. I'm glad she has taken to electronics and computers. She might be the key to the Pillow Factory's rebirth. Entry 4450. I can't believe Franklin wants to make stuffed animals in the Pillow Factory. What an embarrassment that would be. Plus, I can't have the factory restarted now. It will screw up my research. I'll have to deal with him. He's easily distracted with counting. I'll have him redo the books. Entry 4470. Dolores is my pride and joy. I might be able to let her in on the secret. I need her to take over the Pillow Factory. She'll be overjoyed. I wonder if, like, when I close this, she's gonna react to having read all this, or if she's just gonna, like, she's just staring blank-faced at the book and not even reading while I, the player, read it. Entry 4471. Dolores seems to be interested in making games. This is perfect. I need to show her my text adventure, but I don't think it's ready yet. The world simulation is getting good. That's weird. Huh. Entry 4472. She is out of my will! Dolores has turned on us. She's taken a job at a game company far from Thimbleweed Park. I need to discuss this with the AI. This is really weird. I don't know what guy he's like discussing this with some AI? I don't. Entry 4473. Maybe I was a little hasty with Dolores. At least she is making games. There might be hope. The AI says I need to forget about her. The AI makes a lot of sense. Entry 4580. I think I discovered something amazing. Entry 4581. I need to investigate this further. It can't be true. Or can it? I haven't gotten this far, by the way. This is the first time I'm reading this part. I need, a lot of the things would make sense if it were. Entry 4582. I'm on the last page of this journal. I need to get a new one. So much to write down. This is truly amazing. I wonder if there's, like, another journal. Huh. So,
Uncle Chuck was a strange and complicated person.
That's all you have to say about that? Alright, fine. Let's take a nap.
No thanks. Not tired.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, there was a lot of information there. The standout for me is that Reyes is, like, directly connected and involved in this town. I thought that was interesting. I'll play a bit more in this episode.
I don't want to pick that up.
That took up most of the episode. A lot of lore exposition overload. Episode title: Exposition Overlourde. But like, I was gonna say spelled like Lord, the singer who made the song Royals, but how about Lord, like Heavy Lord from Star Runner or something? I don't know. How am I gonna? I need like more fingerprint powder or something. And alright, let me go back to the library where there's a book there that we can find, right? I should have took the doors. Wow, look at that view. What does this key go to? Oh, office, right, yeah. Alright, let me see. What was the book? I've hidden the programming manual in the mansion library. It's hidden. So what does that mean?
I'm at the staircase. Should I use it?
Don't be a smartass. I still really like these paintings. These are some good paintings. What does hidden mean? Do I have to like pull a certain book and it opens a passage or something? Or there's so many books in here. Alright, you know what? I mean, I should pretty much just sport. Wait, what did I say? Sport is bad for you? Sport is bad for you. Healthy with head cheese? Dead Bodies, the guide. I'm looking for that book that said sport is bad for you. Voodoo beverage recipes. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, alright. Dr. James. Sport is killing millions of people every day. Think about it. People are accidentally shot, mangled, or hit by lightning when doing outdoor sport and crashed by ceilings or sporting equipment when doing indoor sports. People break their bones, rip their tensions, and tear their muscles. Some may even lose an eye or their genitals. People get headaches and pains in their hands. To put it in blunt words, sport is very dangerous. Dangerous things are, by definition, unhealthy. The conclusion is obvious. Sport is unhealthy. Very unhealthy. My advice, as a very legit doctor who knows a lot about medicine and has thoroughly researched the topic of sport, is that you should, under no circumstances, perform any type of sport in your life. Why, you may ask? Is sport considered healthy then? The answer is simple. From an evolutionary standpoint, it makes perfect sense to let other people kill themselves. In simple terms, when other people do sports, it's very healthy. For you! You should encourage them with the best of your ability. What the... What the fuck is it? Alright. That was very important lore to this game. Anyway, next time on Thimbleweed Park, I guess we'll give the mushrooms to Madam whatever. Maybe we'll check back on Franklin, see if there's anything we can do with him. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll look at the Hintron, because I feel like maybe I'm at a bit of a dead end. Maybe. I can look at those woods again, I guess. Those creepy woods. Excuse me. Alright, bye.